pitch me. Join me next time for another terrifying tale from shadowed truths. Until then, sleep well, and may the truth be with you. It's late at night and I'm looking through old books in a musty library archive. Suddenly my eyes catch a glint of gold from a leather-bound book tucked away on a high shelf. As I pull it down and open it, I find pages written in an elegant copper-like script which seems to shimmer like metal. But when I reach out to touch the words, they vanish, leaving only blank parchment where they were moments before. I feel a chill as I realize I've stumbled upon something truly special and dangerous. A secret book whose words can turn to gold. Before we dig into this story, let's talk about how you can join our Shadowed Truths community. We're always thrilled when someone shares one of our videos with their friends. It helps us grow and lets us keep making these awesome hidden history videos. So thank you. And now, let's get back to those shimmering secrets. Imagine a time when certain knowledge was kept hidden from ordinary people and passed down only through secretive societies or bloodline. In this world, there were books containing secrets so powerful they could bring great harm if misused. To safeguard this forbidden knowledge, special measures were taken. Ancient texts were rewritten in decipherable scripts and bound in materials resistant to fire and ordinary readers would be none the wiser, believing them to be meaningless scrolls or worthless relics. However, those who sought the hidden messages understood the true power contained within. With specialized tools or secret interpretations, they could unlock the wisdom concealed in the seemingly mundane. This hidden knowledge might offer extraordinary insights into forgotten histories, lost civilizations, or even supernatural mysteries. And so a clandestine network formed between those entrusted with guarding and deciphering these secret books. B preserved the wisdom of ages past, ensuring it survived for future generations, while keeping its secret safe from those who might exploit it. For instance, a lost tribe rumored to possess a sacred book holding the key to eternal life might hide it in plain sight, disguised as a worn religious text. Only those initiated into their traditions would know its true nature. Similarly, an alchemist safeguarding a grimoire containing spells and formulas might conceal it amongst common legend, blending secrecy with practicality. One intriguing example is the Voynich manuscript, an enigmatic book written in an unknown script and filled with bizarre illustration. Despite countless attempts by historians and cryptographers, its language remains a mystery, leading some to speculate it encodes profound secret. If true, its wisdom could revolutionize our understanding of ancient knowledge. But only those with special training or intuition could hope to unravel its enigma. Another example is the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls, ancient texts found in caves near the Dead Sea, dating back to the last 3 centuries BCE. These manuscripts, written in Hebrew and Aramaic, were hidden by Jewish sects, fleeing Roman persecution. They contain the oldest copies of many biblical books and sectarian writings, offering invaluable insights into Judaism and Christianity. Scholars believe they were deliberately concealed to preserve their teachings and ensure their survival. These are just two examples of how secret books were hidden and why. But what if I told you there was a way to create a book whose words themselves could turn into precious metals? Imagine a world where knowledge was not just power, but tangible wealth, where accessing information meant gaining material prosperity. Let's explore the idea of a book whose words literally transformed into gold. In such a reality, the pursuit of education becomes a treasure hunt, where each page read brings tangible riches. Libraries would be more akin to banks, with books as valuable commodities than vessels of information. Those who could read fluently would be akin to investment brokers, leveraging their literacy to accumulate fortunes. Illiteracy in this world would equate to financial poverty, as those without reading skills would be unable to access the money-generating books. Education systems would be highly stratified, with elite schools teaching rare, valuable texts, whose words turned into precious metals like gold and silver. Commoners would likely only learn to read common books whose words produced less valuable metals like copper or iron. In fact, this concept mirrors real historical instances, where the ability to read and write was restricted and controlled. For example, in pre-industrial societies, widespread literacy was uncommon, as most people were occupied with farming or manual labor. Education was often limited to a small percentage of the population who were then employed in administrative or religious roles, requiring reading and writing skills. Moreover, there have been instances throughout history where certain groups or individuals deliberately kept knowledge and education away from the masses to maintain control or power. One example is the restriction of educational opportunities for women in many societies. Despite having the same cognitive abilities as men, women were often denied access to schooling and literacy, limiting their ability to participate fully in intellectual and economic life. This denial of education served to keep women dependent on male authority and control. A book whose words turned into metals would be both an object of immense value and a tool for maintaining societal structures. Now, imagine a society where books become weapons of mass finance, where entire nations rise and fall based on the flow of information. Secret books would be more valuable than gold, hidden away in secure facilities inaccessible to most citizens. Governments and institutions would employ elite guards and implement strict protocols to protect these precious volumes. Citizens might only access sanitized versions of books with potentially damaging or subversive texts locked away. In this world, censorship and propaganda become rampant, as those in power seek to control the flow of information to maintain their wealth and influence. Uncovering a secret book in this society could be akin to discovering a lost treasure, potentially disrupting the existing financial order and shifting the balance of power. However, it is important to remember that knowledge and education are fundamental rights that should be accessible to all. By exploring these concepts, we should strive to create a world where everyone can read and write where books open minds rather than bank accounts. So what do you think? How might our world be different if books returned to literal? Would knowledge become concentrated in the hands of a few? How or could individuals use this power for personal gain and societal disruption? Let me know in the comments below. And do not forget to stay tuned for more explorations into the world of hidden history and secret knowledge. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might be interested in the intersection of knowledge, power, and finance. Thank you for joining me on this thought-provoking journey. Stay curious and keep seeking out the hidden truths that shape our world. Until next time.